Hello, boys and girls. Today we're going to be working on the unit wrap-up, which is using bar models to solve two-step problems. Our learning objective is I can use bar models to solve real-world problems involving the four operations. Remember, to be successful when doing a problem, we need to read the whole problem first. Flo saves 4 times as much money as Larry. Larry saves $24. Maria saves $12 less than Flo. How much money does Maria save? Now, I have to focus on the question, so when I answer it, I make sure that I really answering what they're asking me to do. In this case, my answer statement is going to be, Maria saves blank money. Now, keeping that in mind, I'm going to start reading the problem sentence by sentence, and I'm going to be representing each sentence with a picture, in this case, our model. So let's start with the first sentence. Flo saves 4 times as much money as Larry. So I know that Flo saves 4 times as much as Larry. Now I know that 4 times implies that I need to multiply by 4. So Flo has 4 times much more than Larry. Let's look at that in a picture. Let's draw it. So if you notice, I have Flo, and Flo has 1, 2, 3, 4 times more than Larry, and Larry has only 1 time. So if you notice, we label with the numbers to make sure we're representing the 4 times that Flo has and 1 Larry. Now the next sentence says that Larry saves $24. Now I can represent that in the bar model too, because I know now that Larry's unit is $24. Now, in this case, they are not asking me how much money Flo has. But let's see the next sentence. The next sentence says that Maria saves $12 less than Flo. And this is implying less than is implying that I have to subtract. Now I know I'm doing two-step problems, so what I'm thinking is my first step is going to be a multiplication, and my second step may be a subtraction, because less than means I have to subtract. But I have a problem. If Maria has 12 less than Flo, first I need to know how much money has Flo. So for that, I have to find out how much money has Flo. So I'm looking for the whole, and this time the whole is how much money has Flo. Now let's do a little bit of get. So do we have the number of groups? Yes, we do. We have 4 groups. So we have 4 times. That's my 4 groups. And I know that each group is going to be 24, because if Larry has 24, that means each group here is going to have 24 too. And then I don't know the total, which is going to be a question mark. And now I know that the operation I need to do is multiplication. So I'm going to multiply 24 times 4, and the answer is going to be 96. So now we know that Flo has $96. But now we need to work on this next part, which says Maria saves less than Flo. That means that at this moment, we're going to focus on Flo and her total. Remember, the answer we're trying to find is how much money does Maria save. So now I know that Flo has $96. That's going to become my new whole for the second part of my problem. And I know that Maria has less than Flo. Why? Because here says that Maria has 12 less than Flo. And we know that it's going to be 12 less dollars. So when we put the bars together, we know that this is the amount that Maria has less than Flo. And that is telling me that I had to subtract this time 96 minus the $12 that Maria has less to find the part. Because I'm trying to find a part, I'm going to subtract 96 minus 12. That's going to be equal to 84. Therefore, my answer is going to be 84. Maria saves $84. Let's solve a second problem. This one says, Rodrigo buys 3 boxes of buttons. Each box contains 16 buttons. He packs the buttons into bags of 8 buttons each. How many bags of buttons does he have? Now remember that we have to focus on the question. The question says, how many bags of buttons does he have? And I know that my answer statement is going to read, Rodrigo has blank bags of buttons. Now, to be able to solve the problem, I'm going to focus and read sentence by sentence, and I'm going to be representing each part of the sentence with a bar model. So let's start. First sentence reads, Rodrigo buys 3 boxes of buttons. So I know that Rodrigo has 3 boxes. So I'm going to draw those boxes. Here they are, 3 boxes. Now I'm going to label them and focus on the next sentence. So 3 boxes. Now here says each. Now I know when I see the word each could be a division or a multiplication problem. Each box contains 16 buttons. Now in this case, I know how many each. So I'm going to picture that on my bar model. So that box has 16, the next box is going to have 16, and the last box is going to have 16. So at this moment, I may need to know how many in all has Rodrigo. At this moment, I don't know. So I'm going to use get. Why? Because I see the word each. So when I do get, I know that my groups are going to be 3 groups, that each one is going to have 16 buttons, and that I don't know my total. So now I know I have to do a multiplication. So when I do it, it's 16 times 3 is going to be 48. Now, but that's only the first part of my problem. Remember, this one requires 2 steps. So this is my first step, a multiplication. Let's read the next sentence. The next sentence is going to ask me, I'm going to start by my whole. My new whole is going to be 48. So let me just label that. I'm going to forget about the groups because at this moment I put everything together in one single group, which is my whole, 48. The next sentence says, he packs the buttons into bags of each buttons each. So he packs into bags of 8 buttons each. Now I see the word each again, which is implying that I might need to do another multiplication or another division. So let me see 1 bag and 8 buttons in that one. So this is 1 bag, and I'm going to place 8 buttons in this bag. I need to keep packing 8 more buttons, another bag, 8 more buttons, another bag, and keep on going until I use all of my 48 buttons. So to do that, I'm going to, and notice I have my whole, I know how many each, so I can do another time the get strategy. Because I want to answer how many bags of buttons does he have. So, in this moment, what I'm trying to find out, the total number of groups. We don't know them. We know how many in each group, we know the total, we don't know the number of groups. So when you do get, then we know that we don't know the groups, we know that each group is going to have 8 and the total is 48. So I need to do another division, and this division is 48 divided by 8. When you do it, you know the answer is 6. 48 divided by 8 is 6, and let's prove it here. So we have 1 bag, we have 6 bags, and together it is going to be, I'm going to prove with a multiplication, right? 8 plus 8 plus 8 plus 8 plus 8 plus 8 is 6 times 8 is going to give me the answer 48, which is going to be my total. So I have the 6 bags there. And I know now my answer is going to be 6 bags. How many bags of buttons does he have? 6 bags of buttons. I prove it because I know that 6 times 8 is 48. I hope this helps you to clarify some of your doubts and how to solve two-step problems. Remember, the key is to read sentence by sentence and represent each part with a bar model. Don't forget to show your work and to show your strategies. See you next time.